Hey folks, Quill18 here, and I'm at Gamescom in Cologne, Germany, and I'm about to play some Surviving Mars here along with Susie. So, why don't you say hi and tell us what you do?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Susie. I am a community manager at Paradox Interactive, and Surviving Mars is one of the titles that I community manage.
Now, I assume you've played the game a little bit at this point.
I have.
Which is good, because I have not. This is literally the first time I've seen any actual, true live gameplay of Surviving Mars.
Sure. You are one of the very few lucky people that are getting to do this right now.
I'm really, really excited. So, should we just start a new game?
Yep, let's dive in.
All right, excellent. Now, Surviving Mars is a sort of, I guess we could call it like a base building game, city building game in space, on Mars.
Yeah, kind of. It's also a survival game and a management game.
Are you implying that things might go slightly wrong in these things? Disasters might happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Well, I'm sure everything's going to be fine.
Sure.
So in our initial setup here, we've got a few questions to deal with. Could
Yep.
you explain these for me?
Sure. So first of all, you need to pick your mission sponsor. The names that are on here at the moment are basic placeholders. They're not going to probably be the final thing that's in the game. But basically, the sponsor that you pick changes your challenge rating. So if you look at the top where it says challenge rating, and it says 50%, 60%, 120. You don't really want to go for your first game at like 240. So I would probably start out at like NASA.
All right.
But yeah, but you can pick anything.
So I guess we're going to start with more money. It looks like more research as well.
More money, more research. Just makes, for a smoother experience.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and keep things easy for now. We'll see how it goes. We've got a commander profile.
Yeah, so you can choose where you want to be. So you could be a botanist, a physicist, a sci-fi author.
Whoa, okay. Oh, that actually makes it easier. How does that make it easier? Oh, faster tech. Okay, I like research. Usually in these games, research is pretty good.
Yeah.
So we'll go with that.
Yep.
So I love the idea of like some guy wrote a good sci-fi novel, and they're like, we need you to run our first space colony. That's how you hire people. We don't need someone who's an actual scientist. That doesn't. No, that's pointless.
Speculative fiction runs the world. So you get to choose your different emblem for your logo.
Now, none of these looks like a Brussels sprout.
No.
Could we get that added into the game before release?
I can ask.
Oh, okay, excellent. I'm going to take Mr. Handy here. I like that. And mystery, I guess I'll keep it random?
Yeah, keep it random.
Okay. So these are sort of main plots that might develop during the campaign. Is that it?
Sure.
Okay. And let's just start up.
So before we actually get started, we have to pick what we're going to have in our rocket ship for the cargo.
Uh-huh.
So you already have some stuff that's pre-selected, which I would recommend keeping because it's pretty much all necessary. But what I would suggest is the man-made materials like polymers. I would add a few more into your ship.
Like here. Oh, I see. I had some extra cargo capacity.
You do, yeah. I would also maybe add a little bit more concrete and a little bit more metals just in case we land somewhere where it's not a ready, available resource.
Okay, maybe I'll pull back on the polymers a bit. Oh, I can't.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. I would, polymers you definitely need.
The concrete is incredibly heavy, go figure.
So, I mean, I think that's fine for
Okay.
now. You don't need any food because we're starting off with only drones because we need to build our colony first before we can land the humans.
Okay, so you don't have any people right away?
No.
Okay.
Because they can't survive because there's no oxygen. So if you now select the planet, you can, when you're moving it around, you can change the challenge rating and you select where you would want to land. And then if you look over to the right, that tells you roughly the resources that we might find when we're looking for it there.
Okay. Well, since I wasn't able to add any metals, I'm going to look for a slightly more metal-rich area.
Yep,
like
and you
that.
need to definitely have water as a high priority.
Okay. So
Because without water, then no people.
lots of dust storms and meteors over here. Are we going to be okay?
Well, we'll find out.
What could possibly go wrong, right? And I like we can just hit random. What does custom do? We just get to set our own meters?
Yeah, I think so. But I think what you've picked looks pretty great.
Okay. Let's do it. Can you are these set? Like if I share these coordinates with someone, are they going to have exactly the same stats or position as I will?
I think so. That's something that we can look into further, and I can confirm once you go live with your stream.
Okay. Yeah, because that would be kind of interesting, where you say, all right, we're all gonna play in this area, and you have X amount of time, see how big of a colony you can build, and then compare.
Yeah.
Welcome to Mars. So we got our initial setup over here. Everyone at mission control is impatient to see the rocket touching down and unload its precious cargo, our remotely controlled eyes and hands on the red planet, the drones and rovers. So that's what we're going to be using to, I guess, build our initial buildings. Are they going to be mining or anything like that as well? Or?
They will, well, eventually.
Okay.
And the humans eventually will be doing that too.
All right.
But we'll build machinery that will do that kind of stuff. So as you can see on your map, it's actually pretty good. So if you scroll back out and then select the area which we've already found concrete and we found metals. This is really good for us because
that's
we
what
need
those
these
symbols
resources. Yeah, and then the other symbol is anomalies, and we will have an anomaly rover that we can send out to check that kind of stuff out. We can also select sectors to scan because the first thing we want to do really is start the search for water. So I would recommend to do that you just left click and you can select which, like that. So you can do up to 4 more at once.
All right. So these will get scanned over time?
Yeah, and they will let us know if we found water. Because once we found water, then we can start to create oxygen, basically.
Right, by splitting that.
Yeah, and we need that for our dome once we start to build it.
Okay.
So if you select the square where the concrete, and then scroll into it, and then we can get to the surface.
All right.
There we go. And now you basically need to find somewhere for your rocket ship to land.
I guess by clicking on this and then putting it somewhere on the ground.
Yeah.
Now, is there something specifically I should be looking for here?
Just a nice flat area that's near to the resources. So I would do it somewhere a lot behind that rock, maybe.
Right over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you select it and then left click wherever you want it to be. Yeah.
All right. Let's put it here.
Perfect. And then we get to see it land. This is one of my favorite parts of the game.
Excellent. Very, very similar to some of the stuff that's actually being discussed in real life for these rocket landings. The similar shape. I know that the developers were really inspired by as much real-world science as possible to make this work. Obviously, with some assumptions about, we'll assume that this idea can actually exist, that we can make it work, but it is as much based on real science as possible.
Definitely. And it's super exciting as well because it has a nice mix of the fiction with the actual science, and then the feel of the graphics and everything kind of makes it a little bit more fun. So these are the drones.
Oh my God, there's a ton of them. They're even coming out of these trucks.
Yeah. And these are the things that do the building and the fixing and the collecting of the resources for us, which is really handy.
Do the rovers by themselves do things as well?
So the rovers control the drones. And the rovers have a service area, which you can expand, which I would recommend doing. So on the range, when you select a rover. So that means that your drones have a wider area to kind of roam.
Is there a cost to increasing this, or?
No.
Okay, just in terms of maybe micromanaging your areas, or?
Yeah, exactly. Because you want to make sure that your rovers have as much resources as possible. But and if you look, there's metal deposits that are kind of left all over the surface. So if we run out of metal, the drones will gather up more for us.
I guess. Okay, that's what these are.
Yeah.
And these symbols, what is what?
So that is an anomaly, and we won't know until we've scanned the anomaly to find out what it is.
Okay, I do have this explorer over, so should I just send him over?
Yeah, you can do. So you just select him and then click by the anomaly.
Okay, he's going over there now.
Yeah, so one way that you can do it is do control once you click on the rover, and then you control and then click where you want him to go. And you can also speed it up as well. So just...
Oh, down here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just to get things moving a bit quicker.
Okay, and what's this other over here?
That's just another... so this collects the resources and transports them. So what we'll do is have a container where we can put our universal resources, and we can use that to transport things when we're building.
Okay.
Great. So he... he's scanning it right now. So while he's doing that, let's get started on building something.
So how do I do that?
So basically, right-click, and the first thing you need is a sensor tower, because we want to be able to sense water, and this will make it more of a possibility that we'll be able to do that. And then if you put that kind of I would put that nearish the resources, so I would move it a little bit forward. Yeah, just do it around there.
Okay.
And then once we've done that, we need electricity to power it. So if you select the lightning on the infrastructure list.
Oh, I see. Oh, this is
So
infrastructure, power, production. Oh, right, I see.
Yeah. So, and then we need solar panels. So I would go for a couple of big solar panels to start off with.
The large ones?
Yeah.
So that's 1.5 power, 5 power, same amount of maintenance.
Yeah, and you can see what it takes to build them. So it takes like metals.
Yeah, so this is going to be 3 metals.
Yeah, and I would do that quite close to the sensor tower.
So even just touching it?
Yeah, if you want to. It's fine.
And you figure 2 to start off with?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then right click. And then you need power cables to make sure that they start running. So, yeah, just grab that and then left select and just do it kind of either in front or behind and it should link up.
Okay, so I don't have to click on the building, just
Nope.
adjacent to it. So I
Yeah.
could do... Would that connect everything up, or do you have to run it through here?
You have to kind of run it in front, so like it will have little lines that will, yeah. So if you click on the squares, then you can kind of, it won't go through the buildings. So yeah, so click and then yeah, and just do it around.
All the way around?
Yep.
Okay.
Because you want to give everything power, and then you'll be doing plenty of these power cables because yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And then the drones. If you if you zoom into the drones, it looks so cool when they're actually building stuff.
Yeah, I like it. They've got, well, I'm sure it's 2 cameras, but it looks like a couple of eyes out there. They've got a lot of personality. Yeah. These solar panels, are they done, or are they deploying, or?
Well,
it
it's
is night,
nighttime.
I suppose, yeah.
So one thing that you do want to do is collect your energy whilst it's night so that the buildings run.
Do you need to build batteries, or?
Yeah, you do. So you right-click again, and then there you go, power accumulator. And then if you just put them next to the cable, they will line up. You can rotate them by doing R or T so that you can fit them nicely and just do them really close to the cable. Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
And then I would do another one as well.
And that'll automatically connect over.
Yep, once it's built. There you go.
Or something like that.
Okay, and then I think, because we want to start building soon, we should probably get some concrete going.
Okay, because this is a concrete source, I noticed.
It is, yeah. So,
yep,
you're on the right one there, production. So it's the concrete extractor. And then when you're swirling that around, you'll see the available resources going up and down. So you want to get as much as possible.
It's 227, 230 something. 233 seems to be.
Yeah, perfect. And then, yeah. And then we'll need to, once that's built, create some power towards that also.
Right.
But I think what the problem is that the drones are too far away from your equipment. So you need to move one of your rovers closer.
One of these guys?
Yeah. So if you see the sensor tower is just a little bit outside of the service area. So if you just move, yeah. And then, that's the transport.
Yeah, so I've got the RC rover here, although now they're out of range of the...
There you go, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Make sure everything gets overlapped.
Yeah.
Can you set a priority on the buildings to build something faster? Oh, right here.
Yeah, you can.
There you go. Let's get that going.
Perfect.
So right now, I guess my spaceship is my storage area.
It is. But you can change that if you want to. You can, if you select to build something again, and then go into storages, there's universal storage, and then you can select that somewhere and pop it somewhere, maybe behind the power accumulator maybe.
Okay, I'll give us a little space and then we can put a little cable after.
And then if you
just
select,
a platform.
It is. And if you select your,
the spaceship?
No, the transporter.
The transporter?
Yeah, and then bring that back to the spaceship. Then a bit closer. And then select you on the right hand side if you select load, so the and then select the spaceship. Then you have a list of things that you can select that it will load up.
So I could say load all. Or maybe not.
Yeah, you can. It will.
So it looks like I can just select this and then right click on the thing as well, which is very handy. And then I can presumably unload it over here.
You can. And that just makes it easier for the drones to kind of build everything.
Yeah, because I want it to be just closer, because right now it's a lot of work for them to keep carting back and forth.
Yeah, it just takes a bit more time.
The sensor tower's up. And yeah, I can see now how everything's being connected up.
Yeah.
If you build the building first, when you bring the cable over, we'll give you a little preview of how it'll connect?
No.
Oh, okay. But as long as it's nearby. Does it have to be adjacent? I guess so. The power cable, or can you have a gap?
You can have a gap. But yeah.
So wait, am I loading or unloading here? Oh, that's loading.
No. So what you need to do, here comes your transporter.
So I can say unload to here?
Yeah.
Unload all.
Yeah.
There we are. Okay, no, I like that.
Yeah, it's really cool, huh?
Should I be doing something with my Explorer over here?
Not right now.
Okay.
There's, I mean, you could send it to that one to scan. But, okay. Yeah, see,
there we go.
They're loading everything up.
Much better. That
taking
should
it over
improve
to
things a lot.
Yeah. So one thing that you might want to do as well with your concrete extractor, concrete produces tons of waste. So if you go back to the storage section, you can, sorry, the building for storages.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. There's a dumping site.
Uh-huh.
And I would do a couple of those just around the...
Not too far from this?
Not too far. And then the drones will automatically get rid of the waste.
Okay.
And send it to that. And you can also create a concrete platform as well, which they'll store,
Specifically for that. Will it
Yeah.
prioritize that first then?
Yeah.
Okay, now I gotta get some power.
Yeah, so you just need to connect the building.
Oh.
Go around. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there we go. Gives you a little thingy right away.
Yeah.
Good.
And,
Ooh, we've got tech.
yeah. And so you can select research.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of tech. I had not seen this yet.
It's exciting, right?
Farm, so I guess we'll need that if we want some humans later on.
We
although
will.
oxygen as well, I guess, right?
Definitely.
Placeholders. That's my
Yeah.
favorite graphic. More power. Is there something I should be looking for first?
I would actually go for the farm, because when we start to build our dome, that'll be one of the things that we'll be adding to it.
Okay.
Okay, so...
That's right. I remember the domes now.
Yeah. The good stuff. Okay, so what have we got now? We've got power. Maybe let's add some more power. Some smaller solar panels.
Is there a
maybe.
quick way I can find out how much power I've got and how much I'm using? We get some charts down here?
Yeah. So that's the resources that we have.
So this is my excess? Or
Yep.
Okay.
So,
But maybe some more power. Should we add wind to mix it up?
yeah, sure.
Ooh, it needs a lot of resources, though.
It does. Let's have a look at the map first and see if we've discovered any water. So if you click M, you should be able to... It's a nice little shortcut.
Ah.
Okay, so we haven't found any water yet, but you might want to select some more areas to scan.
Oh, I see. So the sensor tower is the thing that's responsible for popping these things over.
Yeah.
Okay. So does it make sense for me to keep sort of...
Yeah, it does, because, you know, we don't want to travel too far. So hopefully we'll discover water
nearby, right,
Yeah.
of course.
But like on Mars for real, it's going to be hard to find resources. So sometimes you do this bit, you know, fairly quickly in the game, and sometimes it takes a while.
Is the water going to be sort of permafrost under the surface and we'll have to dig it up, or...
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have to, like if you go back and look at what we can build, there's a whole section for water. Yep. So there's a water extractor, and that's where we get the water, and then that's what we will create the oxygen with, and then we connect pipes to the domes to...
Oh, water pipes.
Yeah.
Should I be mining this metal, or is that not a priority yet?
Not a priority yet, because you need humans to actually mine for the metal.
Okay.
But the deposits that are all over the surface, the drones can collect metals from there.
That's
So you
right.
could
these
actually,
bits.
yeah, you could, you know, like we've done with the concrete, you could set up an actual platform for that, and they will gather the metal to bring to it.
Okay, and they will store it in the universal storage by default.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then when that gets full, they will.
Milestone achieved. Found water on Mars.
Yes.
Awesome.
Let's find out. Let's check out the map. Oh, and it's not too far away from us.
No, it's very
This is
good.
perfect.
So should we do that now?
Let's do that now.
Water extractor?
Yep, so you just pop it on top of the water drop.
Oh, I think
It's-
it's too far from probably my...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just need to
Get you over there.
move that over.
Okay. Water extractor.
Perfect.
All right, so... Oh, it looks like anywhere within range is fine.
Yeah.
But, so I'll put it there.
And then after that, we'll do the Moxie as well, which may as well select it. Yeah.
This is what splits water? Or...
So this creates the oxygen. So we put that next to the water. So if you zoom in, you will see water drops, and the Moxie has to go on one of those water drops.
Oh, okay. So like right there?
Yeah.
All right, and then we'll get you some power.
Yeah. So you could actually speed it up if you want to see them build it really fast.
I think I've got it at max speed here.
Oh, have you really?
Unsuitable terrain. Oh, I'm
It's
going
just-
through
yeah,
the
you're
dump.
going through the
There
dump.
we are.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, they're carrying little crates around.
Yep.
I guess I should prioritize maybe the water extraction first.
Yep.
Should I worry about a water tower right away, or not
No,
stress yet?
Let's not stress out about that yet.
Okay.
We'll get a dome going first. So if you have a look at the water extractor again, how much of the materials do we need?
We've got all the concrete. We're at 0 of 2 machine parts. Let's
Okay.
see.
Do we need to get more out of the... maybe it's still stuck in the rocket ship. If you select the rocket ship, we should be able to see what's in there.
It is.
Yeah, there's tons of machine parts in there, so we should send our transporter to go and grab some.
Okay. Let's grab all the machine parts and do that. I'm thinking that we don't have drone coverage. Although I guess each one of these controls a certain number of drones.
It does, yeah.
Okay. So is it that they can't get the resource? They might be too far from the spaceship.
Yeah, but once they get to the...
Because my storage thing is
Oh,
a
is
little
there?
out of
Yeah.
range too.
I mean, you can always add another one nearer to...
That might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Where's my transport here? So let's say I go and plop down another, say, universal storage
Yeah. around
closer
there.
over here.
And then just send him to that. Perfect.
And then I gotta use the unload command. Unload to that. Boom. Can I click on these drones? Oh yeah. Transporting resources. Carrying stuff. There we go. Taking the machine parts over. And I assume the same thing. Oh, you need metals. So I probably have to go and grab from here some of these metals. Yeah. All right, so a little bit of micromanagement.
Yeah.
To ship things to appropriate areas. Can you set up anything automated for this? I don't know what these do. Create transport routes. Automatic transport routes, select the resource will be collected near the origin point and delivered to the destination. Well, that's handy.
Very.
Okay. And how much metal do you have here? Oh, you're out, although I think it's because they just picked them up still. I'm going to go over here and ask you to take all the metal out of the spaceship and get that going. You're complaining that...
Oh, they're just saying they want pipes, but we may as well wait until we have the dome created so we know where to pop the pipes.
Right. So the dome is where all the people live.
Yes.
Okay. Do they wander outside of the dome in spacesuits or anything,
Well,
like the drones do, or?
It's quite cool when they land. You can see them kind of half running, half jumping into the dome.
Oh, because of the gravity on
Because
Mars
of
is
the
lower.
gravity, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is that another anomaly over here? It is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, let's go and do that. There we go.
And one thing to be aware of as well is to keep an eye on the charge level of your transports because of the rovers.
Okay.
Because you don't want them to get stranded without any power. So the way to charge them is to bring them to a power cable, and then you can select to charge. So it's quite easy, but it's just kind of remembering to...
Okay, so they can... So let's see. Oh, there's your
Yeah.
charge here.
Exactly.
Recharge.
Yeah.
There we are. Now, I think I might be out of metal.
Right, okay, so let's have a look at this.
Whoops.
Oh, let's have a look at the surface to see...
Yes, so there's this here.
Yeah.
But none of my drones are in range. So if I move them here, will they mine it automatically, or?
They should do.
Oh, there they
yep,
go.
They're off.
Okay. And then they'll probably bring it to my ship because that's the only storage within range.
Yeah. Well, you could. Well, now that they've got it, you can move your.
Oh no, these are in range. So that's going to be okay.
It's fine.
Because yes, I still need metal over here, but so I did not place this in a very good place because. Okay, there we go. Hold on, There you go. If I do this, everything's within range of this one transport pod, so they can move everything over.
Yeah.
All right. Now we've got things flowing. So a bit of a slow start, but entirely my fault. Oh, and we've got some more metal over here. I could do that as well. Okay, so that's all going to be fine. So you've done that. I guess I could get you to charge and do this. Is there any way you could encourage these guys to go and recharge on their own?
I'm not sure yet. It might be something that, is sorted closer to the release.
Okay. I think things are finally happening. And I guess there's some metal here too.
Yep, and we're being asked to scan more sectors.
Ah.
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh. Okay.
That was a bit close.
It was. Does it leave a crater behind to let you know how close you were? No. But I think it hit somewhere around here.
It did, yeah.
Oh, what's a little bit of debris there. Okay, there we go. This is all finally done. So should we start a dome?
Yeah, let's add a couple bits more of power, because we've only got 2 solar panels.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So, again, yeah, I guess the wind turbine I was talking about. I guess I can put it anywhere along this.
Yeah, you can.
Doesn't matter. There's nowhere. Oh, elevation boost. So there is. Is there a height bonus then? Although we're all flat here, so I guess it doesn't matter. No. All right, let's put it here near the other resources.
Yep.
1 or 2?
I'll do 2.
Okay.
Yeah. And then let's select our dome.
Okay. Oh, this one here?
Yeah.
Domes. Basic dome.
Yeah, so this is the first one to start. So, and then you basically just select somewhere that's flat. And
maybe here near the water and the power.
I think we're too much on top of the concrete right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. And then we can, let's see how much it takes, how much resources we need for this.
That's a lot of concrete, the metals and polymers, although I think I've got some of those.
You have the polymers for sure. Yep,
And it looks like I actually have everything in range here. So yeah, I'll have to pay a lot more attention to where I place things in terms of service range to try to get everything in a good position here.
Yeah, you can also create a drone hub, which should enlarge the area of your... Yeah, so it's on the first, yeah. And that should already be built. Yeah.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, and you just pop that along on the power cable.
Let's see. We'll do... I can actually build it on the power cable.
Yeah, you can. It will split the power cable in 2, but it should still work. So.
Oh, the power would run through?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll put it next to it anyway. Put it right there. Because that will bring this metal into range. Oh, these are all metal deposits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that should start to maybe mine after that. I'm hoping. Although it's smaller here. I guess it was showing me, what, the max range? Oh, do I have a limit on how many drone hubs I can build? Because it won't let me...
Yeah, you can have one in each of the different areas, I think, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
It says something you need prefab parts for this.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's one of the things I could load with me.
Yes,
that's right.
We've got some prefab buildings, so if you go through and look at the different structures on the build menu, you should see some that are already there. So...
Oh, yeah.
It came with, the moisture evaporator.
Produces water from the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it takes a lot of power.
It does.
But in case you can't find water, I guess. Yeah. And we're going to need water pipes there. I guess we'll wait until the dome is finished and then run it over.
Mm-hmm.
So they're even grabbing metal from here to bring it to the dome. How's that? Whoops. Oh, I can... Oh, you can assign it to a specific hub and whatnot. So this hub, for example, has a huge range.
Yeah.
But... Oh, it does have 2 drones. Mm-hmm. Does it come with drones built in, I guess?
No, it just...
It grabs them?
Yeah.
Okay. But this is great now because I've got this massive area.
Yeah, it just makes everything
so much easier, so much better.
Yeah.
So I want to take a look at the map, see if we've uncovered... we've got some new anomalies, I think.
Yeah, and there's lots of metal deposits everywhere, so they'll be good for mining when we have our people.
And that's more concrete, yeah. So the anomalies, do they mostly just give you science? All right, that's their primary thing. Are they also related to the mystery, or? Well, we don't know.
We can't say for now.
Okay. It's a mystery for a reason.
It is.
It's right there in the name.
I'm being very mysterious in keeping with what could be happening.
All right, so we're waiting for a bunch of concrete to arrive.
Yeah.
Daily production 15 work shifts. I guess these are these for people? But I don't have people.
Yeah, we don't have people yet.
Okay. Oh, then they're stored. I see.
Yeah.
And then the waste rock. So the waste rock has to be dumped here. I assume if you fill up on waste, the production stops?
Yeah, it does, because it puts the waste around the whole of the area.
Oh, and these are even starting to fill up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can do to get rid of waste?
I think it's just the dumping sites.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to have ever-increasing dumping sites.
Yeah.
We've already ruined one planet. We may as well ruin a second one.
Exactly. Let's just go for it.
It's what humans do. Yeah. Just
Making
needing to wait for a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, maintenance. Oh, is this... Oh, it's deteriorating.
Yep.
Is it just something that happens automatically, or did we get hit by something?
I think it's just something that happens when we're using more power to power different things, generally. What have we got here? So maybe...
It's deteriorated by 80% right now.
Yeah, so it'll just deteriorate over age, and so the drones will maintain it.
Oh, so they'll automatically go and do some servicing.
Yeah, they will.
Okay, all right, good.
And like, for instance, when a cable breaks or a water pipe bursts, the drones will automatically, if they're in the serviceable area, just go ahead and fix that also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how much water? Do we know how much this is going to need? Is it going to depend on how many people we've got? Because I don't know. Hourly production is, 0 through it now, but I assume that's because there's no consumer,
Yeah. So the drone should say what kind of resources it needs. So if you click on the drone, it will probably say it once it's actually built. But it will tell you, power and...
So the Moxie produces oxygen. Is it carried by the same pipes as water?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's convenient.
Very. So yeah, basically you connect the pipes up between the two of them, and then you connect the pipes to the dome.
So... I don't know if I can go there, if that's going to interrupt power. Do the pipes operate on a different level so they can overlap? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Okay, let's do it. I'm going to just start those.
Yeah,
oh,
so
I can see the little connection setting up.
Yeah.
Looks very nice. What kind of resources the pipes need, actually? I should have checked that. 1 metal for each 5 hex long section. So I should have probably drawn that at least 5 hexes because I'm not getting my full value. It's inefficient. That's no good. But the dome's almost done.
Yeah.
Now, will people start to move in right away? How do they arrive? Are they in the shuttle? No.
No, we have to...
oh, it's its own drone thing.
Yeah, we have to actually let them come to Mars. So we set up a request for a new ship, but it'll be a colony ship. And you can select your colonists and have them come land. But they can't land until they've got, the working dome and some living quarters, at least.
Okay. Now, I see here we can launch this the shuttle.
Yeah.
What does that do? Does it go back to Earth?
It does, so that it can refill. But you might want to check that we've got all of the resources out of there before we do that. Yeah.
It looks empty to me.
It does. Yeah.
So, although this is still controlling drones over here, I just noticed it had a range, and by increasing it, they're going and grabbing some metal here. So I'm going to keep it there as a drone hub for now.
Yeah, and we can also request a new... Oh, the dome is finished. Because it's saying no power, no water.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get that hooked up, and then we'll figure out how to add stuff to the actual dome.
Yeah.
So first of all, this pipe.
The pipes need to connect on both of those, yeah. And then around the other side as well.
So there's a water symbol here and here, but...
Yeah, so that's fine. So just...
So anywhere there would be okay.
And then around to the left as well.
Oh, so I need to hook up more than one water pipe?
You do.
Do I have to do all 3?
I think 2 should be fine.
Okay. What's the what's the difference if you do or you don't?
Well, it will just still keep saying that there's no oxygen and no water. So wait till that's done and then see if you need the other one as well.
Okay.
But once we should look at the dome and see what kind of stuff it needs.
So what do we do with this?
So insufficient power, so we need to create more electricity.
Okay, it's also not connected yet, but oh right, power, oxygen, water. I see.
Yeah.
And then the colonist and dome beauty. So it's going to need, I guess, 5 units of power. Looks like we have 18.72 to spare. So presumably it's just because it's not plugged in yet?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Let's find out. This
Aw, I thought, that guy was a tease. Can I increase this power cable? Oh, it's already top priority.
Yeah.
Well,
He's like,
be
that's
more
not my
top
job.
priority. Maybe it's this one?
Yeah.
Yes!
Yay.
All right.
Right, let's see what...
You're
there
plugged
you go.
in. Now you're
Lights
just
on.
waiting for flow. Oh, because we're not actually connected over here.
Yeah. So...
Oh, it doesn't look like you set a priority on that one. Yeah, so they're building all these. It's like, no, I need you to build this one, please. Damn robots. They got to be rebooted. Turn them on and off again.
Yeah, we're like, we build what we want.
So what does this auto do? Oh, import, export. Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, so you can say, listen, I don't want you to dump any more resource blah at this particular place. You can still take from here, but you don't dump over here.
Yeah.
So you got a little bit of control over your flow. All right. So these rovers, there's no reason for me to necessarily keep the rovers in the same radius as these, although I guess it does let you double up on some of the bots. I assume these guys are just short on metal.
Yeah, though they look like they're going off to grab some.
So where's my little transport ship? Is there a way to like see a list of all my...
Yeah, I mean, if you click, you can click on... You see at the bottom, you can click on each of the different transports and see where they are.
Oh, just here.
Yeah, and then
Excellent.
select them so you would automatically go to them.
Because I'm wondering if we ended up with a bunch of metal somewhere that's out of range. Yeah. RC transport, come over here. Grab all the metals, because I think we've got tons over here, and we need some closer to this side.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go and ask you to dump everything over here. Because I think that might be what's going on here.
Yeah.
Well, we're picking up the metal. I just don't know why they haven't finished this pipe yet.
Laziness.
Transporting resources. Because there's nothing else being built as far as I can tell.
Is it set with a... Oh.
Maybe I'll just... Can I cancel this?
Yeah, and just redo it.
Okay, you're constructing something. This is dust, battery. Cancel this one too. And that, and we'll try it again. Where am I looking for?
Yeah, on the water.
Life
There you
support?
go, life support.
Life support.
Perfect. Okay. Oh, it just needs one more to connect it. It looks like it's just a little bit disconnected. There you go. Is it? Oh, it doesn't look like it's fully connected to...
To the other bits?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go around.
Yeah. I mean, you can change perspective by E, I think. There you go.
Oh, okay.
That should help you see it a bit better.
I'm wondering if it's because I started building these a little too early. Okay, let's try that and see what happens.
You still have the missing connection right there. I think it's just...
Where, over here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're getting an X over here. Okay. Oh, there's not actually a water droplet there. Do you have to get it to the place where there's a water droplet, don't you?
Yeah.
That may have been part of what I did wrong too. Well, let's find out what happens when these get constructed. We're still running on top speed here, so hopefully it won't take too long. We've got metal over here, I think. Yeah, so I think we've got all the resources, and certainly the bots are coming.
Yeah.
This one's definitely not complaining about not being connected anymore.
Nope, just the other one.
Okay, and it's getting water as well.
Yeah.
It's getting water, just not oxygen. So, doesn't produce during dust storms. Is there a dust storm right now? Because we're getting this X indicator right now.
Yes, there's a dust storm currently.
How do you see that?
It just lists it on the...
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go out to the map and see if we can see anything.
So we're correctly set up. It's just the weather is not cooperating.
Yeah,
it
the
does
weather-
look kind of dusty.
Yeah, the weather is like meteors and all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff happening.
Well, we did settle in a pretty rough area here.
We did. To be fair, I don't think there's like not rough areas in Mars. You can scroll into the dome as well if you wanted to go and have a look at what's
Oh,
inside.
look at the little street lights.
Yep, and this is where you can select You could select actually to build your living quarters right now, and then the drones, once they're finished with the water and the oxygen, will go ahead and build that.
All right, how do I do that?
So if you go into the dome.
Oh, zoom into the dome.
Yep, and then right-click, and then go into homes and education, and select living quarters, and you can select where you want to place it.
Ah, and presumably you can rotate it for these other wedges. Yep. Okay.
And then this is, of course, where you would set up diners and farms and things like that to make your colonists happy. Because if they're not happy, they're going to get depressed and commit suicide or have psychotic breaks. This is the thing. So
this game got dark all of a sudden.
It does.
So the living quarters can do 16 people. The apartments can do 32, but it looks like it needs quite a bit more material and power.
Yeah.
Nursery, for children.
Yeah, because if your colonists are happy, they start to have babies.
And you need the nursery for the babies to happen? Or no?
I mean, it can help. It kind of ups the happiness level if you kind of suggest that for them.
Okay. Oops,
but if you look at the other buildings, so like if you go on to the next tab on, so you got Dome services. So you have a casino, a space bar.
Space bar is a good name.
Yeah.
Diner. Visitors recover sanity but may become gluttons. I did notice that your people have all kinds of different traits going on.
They do.
So some are presumably good and some are bad?
Yeah, and you can select, the personality types. Because, every colony needs different types of personalities, and it's whether it's going to work out or not. So, you have the infirmary, presumably for the people who are going to have psychotic breaks if things don't work out well.
Recover health as long as they're not starving, dehydrated, freezing, or suffocating.
Yep. So power is a big thing.
And there's the spires. Now, you mentioned something about farms. I don't see any here. Do you build the farms inside the domes? Or?
You do. There.
Oh, here.
There you go. Yeah, farm. And then,
okay.
Yeah, and then you just rotate.
I was going to say, presumably we need to feed our people.
We do. Starving is not a good thing.
So we still have another soul and a few hours worth of our
dust
storm. Now, can you store oxygen?
You can. So.
Oh, oxygen tank.
Yeah. And you just put those next to the Moxie.
And again, they've got the drop, so if I build it, say, here, it'll probably connect up to the pipes.
Yeah, and you can rotate it to make it look pretty if you want to, if that's more convenient.
I guess I could have put it nice and full. Although, you know what? I want a water tank, too.
Yep, and so you put that next to the water. Yep.
I think I like the idea of my storage being in one little area over there. Because obviously, if we didn't build this and there was another dust storm, everyone would die.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm guessing that's bad?
Well, I mean, it depends how you feel about mass death, but,
Well, it comes and goes. I mean,
when I'm playing City Skyline, we have a whole area where we just kill people, so.
Let's say death waves are definitely a part of City Skylines for sure. Like, oh, right, I forgot to build, cemeteries, so now every house is filled with dead people, and it's spreading disease, and zombies are kind of a thing that can happen.
Exactly,
yeah.
And let's face it, murder is a lot easier on Mars. Because you can be like, oh, I'm sorry. I think he just wandered out of the dome into the non-oxygen
We've
area.
got so much space to just bury them. No one will ever know.
Exactly.
We're not accountable to anyone. All right, so that's the water tower's hooked up. It looks like it is storing water as well, which is good. We still don't have any oxygen because of the dust storm. Is there any other way to make oxygen, or is it just the Moxie?
I think it is just the Moxie, and then it's just a case of storing the oxygen. But
okay. Oh. Hydroponic farm versus farm. So this needs fewer workers. Same production.
And it looks prettier.
It does look pretty. Oh, it needs a lot of power, and it needs metal to maintain.
Yeah.
Okay. So the farm's probably better early on.
Yeah, and then, when you build other domes, you could add in the other stuff.
Okay. Where's my explorer? Is that you? Yeah. Come out over here. You still got lots of power? You got lots of power. And how's my power overall? Oh, we're laughing. 32 units.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Now, 32, is that... I guess that's my... Yeah, that's my hourly production. Mm-hmm. And I've got tons in storage as well, so we're good there. Did the concrete extractor, does it ever run out? It must.
It does. It stops eventually, and then you just turn the building off. And we'll find more concrete, and we can mine for more of that too. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I should keep doing research. So, do the anomalies give you research points or actually unlock technologies? because there's a research cost.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about anomalies because we could unlock other things that we're not ready to talk about yet.
Okay.
But you will find out, I promise.
Oh, there's my queue, I see. All right. So we'll have to get back to the anomalies and the research later on. Building's not working.
Take another look at the map and see what we've got going on?
Sure.
Wow, we have discovered so much stuff.
I've been trying to click on it. So, we've got... Oh, deep rare earth metal deposits. So this anomaly became more metals.
Yeah.
All right. That's actually nice to see, too. Oh.
There we are.
Right, because it's not metal. This is rare metals.
Yeah.
Okay, which is another resource we need to build certain things with?
Yes.
Or can you, like, trade? There's not any money in this game, though. No.
Well, you can set up businesses where you would export your metals and things like that. So.
Okay, and can you trade with Earth? Like, you're exporting the metals with the businesses. What do the businesses get out of it? Or do they just make people happy?
I am not 100% sure, to be honest.
Okay.
Because that's quite... I think it's later on in the game. Oh, we have a problem.
Yeah, so one of our bits shorted out. Okay, and gets auto-repaired.
There we go.
It's a good thing there's no oxygen just on Mars, because all those sparks could have definitely caused some sort of fire. Okay, building not working. It's complaining... Oh, crops! Oh! Soybeans.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to have multiple crops, or is it just focus on one, or...
It is up to you.
So if I only have soybeans, you get 100% of your production goes to soybeans.
Yeah.
And otherwise it splits the production between different things?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're on Mars. We got to grow potatoes.
I know.
Oh, it's in the queue.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Well, there you go. Let's get some variety for people.
So, which building is not working? Do you want to just click on it and see?
It's complaining about the dome may run out of oxygen.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, no, oxygen is okay.
It won't.
We've got some stored up.
So I actually think if you wanted to, you could probably select a ship to send some colonists over to move in.
So, is this orbital probe? No. How do I get people then?
If you click on the rocket tab at the bottom.
Okay.
Passenger rocket. Yeah.
So, okay. Available rockets. I noticed that was one of the things that I got for being NASA, I guess.
Yeah.
Can you ever get more, or is this just it for your starting, and otherwise you just have to start making babies and get your own resources?
Basically, you'll be able to build a fuel refinery, so you'll be able to send your rockets to
you send them home. That's right. Okay. That's the whole point.
Okay, so this is where we select who we want to come be the first settlers on Mars. Okay,
so...
There's no point having any children, really.
In general, I mean, in life, I completely agree, yep.
Maybe. I'm not quite sure that's what I was meaning, but okay. And then you can click on their specializations and their traits.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, now, some people will show up, if I just leave this, like, no specialization is a thing. These are just blank slates, like, they'd just be laborers, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you probably want some people who are specialized in a few things, especially if you think about who you would want to form the first colony on Mars.
I'm wondering if a botanist would help us grow those potatoes.
I think.
And some engineers.
Probably would. Yep.
Okay. Now, is it guaranteed that it's going to be these? Is it going to be a mix?
It should be a mix. So you probably want a medic as well, I would have thought.
All right. Keep people healthy, sure.
Yeah.
All right. So you can ask for... Okay, so we can say we never want anyone frail, nervous, or shady.
Yep.
Now, presumably, if we just say blocked all negative traits, it might make it too hard to get people, or what's the thing? Or I guess with the gluttons, you can probably make them happier.
Yeah, you can, because you can be like sending them off to the diner all the time. We are nearly out of time, though.
Oh, man. Okay, so let me go ahead and launch this.
Yeah.
Now, at some point, will I get some notification that we can just plop this down somewhere?
It will tell you. So the rocket will be ready to land in 24 hours.
Oh, okay, I see that.
And then you probably want to land your rocket very close to your dome.
Uh-huh.
So I would do it in that area there. And then you will see them. If you zoom in when the rocket lands, you'll see them running into the dome.
Okay.
It's very cool.
Well, hopefully we can get to that point. I don't know how much time we've got. We do have it going as fast as we can here.
Yeah.
I'd love to see them come in.
Let's do that.
Okay, let me zoom back out. We've still got these things queued up.
Yep.
Can you build more than one sensor tower? Does it scan faster, or?
Yeah, you can build more than
I mean, there might not be much point. We're going to scan this pretty well. Once I've got everything scanned, is there still a point to having a sensor tower, or is it basically done its job then?
Yeah, no, you can still have the sensor tower. I mean, it will have done its job, but you never know what you're going to pick up on the Martian surface.
All right. Okay. So there's still a point to it, which is good. You know, just like dismantle it at that point.
Yeah.
So I'm still saying it may run out of oxygen. I don't know why it would. I think we're storing it up. Maybe we should have more production because we actually aren't. Oh, I think we might only be producing 1 oxygen per 2 per hour, and consumption is 1. Okay, so we're consuming half of the oxygen we're producing.
Yeah, I mean, you can always set up another storage.
That's what I'm wondering, or even a second Moxie.
Yeah.
Because if we get more people in here, does it increase how much oxygen is required?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they'll be using it up.
That seems like it might be a decent idea. So let me get you, I guess, there.
Yeah.
Oh, that broke the power connection.
Oh.
So that seems like a bad thing.
That's okay. You can just do it around it. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I didn't know if the power would go through the building, but I guess not.
No.
All right. Yeah, I'm happy that the power cables are always at max priority all the time.
Yeah. So 5 hours left, not long.
Payload, 5 passengers. Oh, and they come with food, so they don't starve instantly.
No.
They'll starve afterwards. Well, I guess the passengers, the people, are the only ones who work the farms. Or hold on, are they growing now? It looks almost like
They're growing.
even with no one working on them.
Mm-hmm.
So do they just grow slower without workers? Yeah. Okay, that's good, especially early on when the food situation is going to be harsh. 1 hour away. 0 hours.
Great. So you should be able to.
There it is.
Select, yeah, and then I would zoom in because they'll probably go through one of the entrances.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So like the entrance down here.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, excellent. Well, we'll let anyone pause the video and read that text if they want.
Here they come.
I'm gonna slow it down to normal speed. There they go. Desperately run. Oh, like yeah.
I know
hoppy
the gravity is amazing, right?
Milestone achieved. First human on Mars.
Yep.
And then they take off the suit when they get inside. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And so we've got Erwin Young. So set residence, set workspace, although presumably they try to organize themselves automatically.
Yep.
Health, sanity.
Oh, he's a gambler.
Oh, there. Gambler. Okay, so we'll want to seek casino and take sanity damage if not able. So we'll have to build a casino. Hardworking. Work performance at all jobs increased by 20. That sounds good. Oh, and founder. When working without required specialization. Trained botanist dreaming of a green Mars. So he is automatically working on a farm. That's great. And so, yeah, so for him, we'd want to make sure that we'd set up, say, a casino complex, which seems like an odd thing to maybe rush, and maybe we wouldn't. It looks like it needs a lot of electronic components.
Yeah, so maybe we want to just start off with like a space bar so they've got somewhere to socialize, and a diner so they've got somewhere to go and eat.
Will they be able to eat without the diner?
Yeah, they will, but they'll be less happy about it because they're basically looking for as much human contact with each other to keep the happiness levels up.
Human contact is very overrated. But I noticed in this one small. I thought maybe everything would take up a whole wedge, but I guess not. So there must be some other tiny bits maybe that you can fit in there. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, does it say too tall?
Yeah.
Oh, so this one's got to be in the middle of the wedge.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So there's a lot of little placement considerations. I also noticed my Moxie here is not actually connected to my pipes. But I think we have to wrap this up.
We do.
So I want to say thank you very much for demoing this game, though. I really appreciate that. I'm really looking forward to play this in real life.
Yeah, you're really welcome. It's been really fun. I'm glad that you have had fun doing it.
I'm sure I'll be killing a great many people going forward, and I'm looking forward to it. So thank you very much. I hope everyone enjoyed this quick look at surviving Mars, and we'll have to follow up again once we've got our hands on the game at home.
Definitely.
Thank you very much, Susie.